this. Okay, so it's okay. Now, as I was telling you. Okay, let's continue. We used in order to plus the verb in base form, okay? But this is in a really, really way, formal way, okay? A really formal way. This is not the same as to and the verb in base form. So this is really formal, this is informal, okay? In order to, it's a bit more formal, but we have the same meaning. So if we use with in order to, or if we use with just to, we are using both and the same meaning, but this is formal and this is informal, okay? Now, I went on holiday to relax. This is the same if I say I went on holiday in order to relax. So both has the same meaning, both have the same meaning, but the first one it's a little bit informal. And the second one, it is more formal, okay, in order to. This is the first part of infinitives, as we said before and here. But what happened when we use this in negative way? In the first one, in the informal way, we're going to convert here in the sentence. In the sentence, we're going to convert it into negative. For example, this is in past, so he didn't give up cakes. He didn't give up cakes. So we always, with just two, sorry, we're gonna use in the sentence, the negative way. So here, he didn't give up cakes, okay? So this is the sentence, this is the infinitive, and this is the complement in negatives. But what happened in the formal way, in order to? We're going to put this structure. Always we put in order not to, okay? In order not to, this is the same as negative. Always we put in order not and after to, because always has to be together, to and the verb, okay? In order not to. In past, I drank coffee in order first not and after to, in order not to fall asleep, okay, to fall asleep. So this is the negative way in really formal way with in order not, okay? So just that, no more. In other cases, we could find like these examples. For example, in some sentences, some exercises, we could have like sentences and identifying the infinitive, or the infinitive with the purpose, or, okay, some of them couldn't have these ones. For example, I went home to sleep. Is this a infinitive of purpose? Yes, right? Because we have the sentence here and we have the infinitive here. After this, go home and sleep. Ve a casa y duerme. In this part, we're not using infinitives. We're using just verb in base form and verb in base form. So this is not an infinitive of purpose. And the other, you must go home and sleep. In this case, we are using a modal verb and we are using the verb in base form, not an infinitive. So this sentence is not an infinitive sentence. Okay, so just no. This is no. Okay. So about this, Chris, do you have maybe some question?
Lore, what's the meaning in order to?
In order to means para. It's the same as to.
Okay.
So just the difference, it is like in order to, it is para, but really formal. To is informal. Para, informal. Okay. So just that.
Okay, Lore, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so that is the thing. Another question that you have, maybe, Chris?
No, Lore.
Okay, excellent. Now, okay, I will send you this document, okay? Because after this, we have some other exercises. We're gonna warm up with these 10 exercises before going to the platform, okay? So here, for example, we have like 2 sentences, but we're not explaining which is the reason and which is the sentence. For example, I went to Japan because I wanted to learn Japanese. But these 2 sentences, we could use just in only one, and we could use the purpose. I went to Japan to learn Japanese. Okay, so this is the infinitive of purpose. Now I will send you this and you are gonna share me your screen with the exercise, okay? So give me a second. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a second. Okay, great. So that is the document I already sent you. So you could show me your screen and we're gonna go doing the exercise. Those first exercises.
Okay, Lore.
Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, Chris, excellent. Everything was great. So in these exercises, Chris, we don't have any difference if we use to or in order to. We can use to or in order to, but we don't have any difference. Both are gonna be great, okay? So if you want, for example, that in order to, it is really formal when we are making or writing formal letters, for example, okay? Or making reports in just those cases. But in a normal sentence or in a normal writing, we could use any of them, okay?
Okay.
Great, Chris. So now let's go to the platform, Chris. And we have two exercises there. Let's refresh. Yes, no, that's not. No, that's inseparable. Give me 1 second. Maybe at the end. No, give me 1 second. I will check it.
Maybe this infinitives, a purpose.
Oh, yes. Those two ones. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. So let's go to the next one. Okay, just that one. Why? Ah, yes, because I misspelled, right? The T. Yes. We are using double at to meet at Dean at 1.
Mm, ah,
Yes, now it's okay, right? Excellent. Perfect. So now we're going to see this. Give me a second. We have the participial adjectives. This is a really short grammar. I will. Okay. Yeah, this one. So in this grammar, we have to see like this. The participial adjectives. So in participial adjectives, we have to see like two kinds of adjectives. Okay, two kinds of adjectives. The first one, it is adjectives that ends in ed. And the second one is adjectives that end in ing. For example, bored, boring. These adjectives that ends in ed, okay, these participial adjectives that ends in ed, they most of the time are going to represent like feelings, okay, feelings or reactions. And these are gonna be more used when we talk about people. Why? Because we always describe about some feeling of some person or some reaction that it is just for a moment, but not always, right? For example, I can say, I am bored today. So this is a feeling or a reaction that it is like just for a moment, just for today. But maybe tomorrow, this reaction, this feeling is going to change. Tomorrow I will be happy, I will be relaxed, okay? So these ed adjectives, always we're gonna use for states, something that is going to change, okay? So now, when we use with ing form, we're gonna use for example, like always. Like always is in the same way. So the states never changes, okay? Never change. In this case, we could use with events. We could use with food. We could use with, for example, I don't know, movies, because never are going to change. They are going to stay there. So in these cases, we're gonna use, even though we could use with people, but we're gonna put it like this is really extremely. For example, if I say, I am boring, this is really different, because bored is just for a moment. I am bored today. Tomorrow I will be happy or I will be relaxed. But in boring, okay, in boring, it means that always I am in the same way. So I am boring, it means like yo soy aburrido. Okay, so always I'm in that way. Okay, so that is the difference between a bored and boring. Ed or ing. Okay, ed or ing in the verb, in the adjectives. Another, we could say like here, I am surprised. I am surprised. I am surprised because I saw that movie. Okay, that movie, and I think it was surprising. So in this case, I am using surprised because I am talking about me. I am a person, so I am talking about me with ed. Okay, I am surprised. So the other it is because that movie was surprising. So the movie, I am qualifying the movie as surprising. Some event that never is going to change because they made it in that way and that movie is going to stay in that way. Okay, so always we choose ed for peoples, for feelings, for reactions. For example, I'm so disappointed, or oh, I'm so depressed. It is because my feelings, my reaction, it's going to change. Okay, time after is going to change, so that's why. And after, I am using with ing. Okay, with ing form here. Ouch. Here, when we're talking about some causes or feelings or reactions. Okay, I went to class last night. Okay, it was really interesting. Okay, interesting. ing. So I'm talking about the class. That's why I am using interesting with ing. Okay, so now in the example, what we are using or what we are saying, what we are showing, it is that the class was interesting, and as a result, Talia was interested in the class. Okay, now after this we have another. This is amazing. Okay, this is amazing. Esto es emocionante. In the example, Talia is talking about Nick's story. We are going to say that the story is amazing because the story is not going to change. As a result, okay, as a result, Talia feels amazed with ed. Okay, amazed. So that state, that feeling could change in any moment after, for example, reading that story. Okay, so about these participial adjectives, Chris, do we have maybe some questions?
No, Lore.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, Chris. So now we're gonna go to the exercises. We have these two last ones. Okay. Okay, we could refresh the page and we have Participial. Ah, yes. There. No, down. It's a little bit down. Participial adjectives. Yes. First and second. Mm. Okay, just one. In this case, this is because of the question. You know, I actually met Nick at the office today. He came to see Talia. Okay, the Josh says, really? What's he like? This question, what's he like? Do you know what is the meaning of that question in Spanish, Chris?
Mm, ¿Cómo es él?
Yes, como es, right? But we're talking about like feelings, like emotions, like something really like emotionally, right? Not physical. So what's he like? People say he's supposed to be, we can say charmed, because that is like, how is he, for example, ¿cómo está él? So that is just for a moment. But when we say ¿cómo es él? It is like how is and as usual, as always. Okay, so we have to use charming. Yeah. Okay, so just one mistake. And this is interesting because we're talking about if you are interesting in finding a wonderful. Si tú estás, recordemos que el ing is more for as always, ¿no? Como siempre. But with ed, it is like for a moment. So, if you're interested, porque vas a estar interesada en encontrar algo maravilloso, pero es un momento, no es que siempre estás interesante, por ejemplo, ¿ok? So, that's the only mistake there. Yes. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. Great, Chris. Perfect. So now, yeah, there. And we are going to finish here. Okay. With this, and tomorrow we're going to continue with the other grammar that we have. Great. Okay. Yes, this is all. And tomorrow we're going to finish with the next. Okay, Chris. So
Okay.
that's all for today.
Thank you,
Okay.
Lore.
Bye-bye, Chris.
Bye.